Good morning, friends. It's a new week. It's a new day. So new week, fresh start. New day, fresh start, guys. New month, fresh start. Man, it's a good time here at the CME, guys. It's 8:01 in the morning, guys. You guys didn't hear the bell beep in the background, but that's exactly what I just heard, reminding me it was time to kick off this wonderful chart talk session that we normally have here. We do have every single trading day at 8 o'clock in the morning, live streamed to all my friends on YouTube, guys, and my subscribers are clearly listening along. I love you guys. You guys are who fuel the fire, each and every single one of you. I am Eric V. I'm Hoi Soy. That's right, guys, and I am the voice of FutureSquawk. FutureSquawk is a real-time indicator brought to you from alongside the S&P pits here, the futures pits, the last remaining futures pits here at the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. That's right, pure futures are what we bring to you. Now, guys, I do have some leans that I'd love to talk to you about today. We'll have some leans. Let's talk about what those leans are and why I have them, right? So let's go ahead and let's make, for those of you guys who are seeing my charts, all my subscribers, that's right, you guys can see my charts. You guys can see I did have an area of balance that formed in the overnight session, guys. Clearly one area of balance higher from the 27s all the way down into the 24s. Another one from the 30 halves, 30 75s all the way down into the 27s. And then I had two areas of balance higher, guys. I had from the 36 quarters all the way down into the 32s, and then I had the 37 75s, and the middle of that previous area of balance was the 34s, 33 75s. Guys, we rotated all the way back down to the lower extreme of this larger area of balance and found some support. I think at this point we can fat cran this entire area from the 37 75s all the way down into the 31 75s, 32s. Guys, I think we can fat cran that. However, if we do trade below that lower extreme on any sort of sustained period, right? A close, at least one close, two closes below it on a 5-minute time frame. Yeah, that's right. That long lean unfortunately goes away. I'm not even gonna lie about it, guys. That would be a bummer because I do expect new all-time highs here today or tomorrow. New all-time highs in the ES. In the NASDAQ as well, guys. In that Dow, perhaps that would be a little bit more of a challenge, but perhaps then. And then in the Russell, I don't think so, guys. I think that Russell has been the laggard. There's no doubt about it. So, guys, I am long from the 375s. So trading the 3/4 and 3/2 right now. I did take a little bit of heat on that trade. There's no doubt about it. But we're talking about 2 points of heat that I took, which is not the end of the world. Okay, guys, so on the 4-hour, clearly, guys, looking at a 4-hour chart, if it begins in the lower left-hand corner on 528 and ends up in the upper right-hand corner today, yeah, I think that's what we can consider a trend, right? We can clearly consider that a trend. And on the ES, the 4-hour, we are bouncing on 4-hour highs, right? No doubt about it. We remain initiative above that 21 or that 1775, whichever contract you're trading, the U or the Z. And, well, looking at backwards into the U and then trading the Z, right? Continuous is 1775. The Z contract is a 21 halves, I believe. We are still initiative above that, trading the 33/4 and 33 halves. So, guys, on the 4-hour time frame, our price pattern is into the 28.92 75s. Trade back down into that previous area, guys. And yeah, you can see it here on my charts. We have it highlighted up. I think this will become a large fat crown area of balance here. Boom, from the 2907s all the way up into the 2947s, and I do think that 2892.75, give or take, I think that's a key area to be looking at for that 4-hour initiative. 4-hour long lean still being intact. Long lean bias on the 30, we did have it at 11 quarters, but guys, we did see trade all the way down into the 7s. It doesn't matter, we traded back up over traded back up. We did see that 2909 tested Friday overnight into the early Friday session. So we are seeing continuation to the upside on the long lean bias, still hanging out where we want it to, right? And guys, I do have a long lean bias on the 5 minute, looking for key areas of price pattern into 30 quarters. I think that's a little generous, guys. I did say 30 quarters. I think the 31 quarters are probably a little bit better, and sustained trade below that. Yeah, that does invalidate that 5 minute long lean. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and let's zoom in and talk about that real quick. The 30 minute. Boom, 30 minute clearly, guys. We talked about that 30 minute and how it worked. We saw a double, we saw it test 3 times down into those lows, and we see nothing but bid off of it, guys. We clearly have that as a lower extreme of this 30 minute area balance. And the 5 minute, guys, for those of you guys who are paying attention, right, that 175. I think below that 175, and we can see some release back to the downside. I don't think that I want it any longer, right? Don't want it any longer below that 175. I think that sustained trade below that does invalidate. Guys, let's move it on over, rocket on over to our friends in the NASDAQ. You guys know it, that NASDAQ. Let's take a look at the NQZ8 just real quick. I guess it's going to be the Z18s. NQZ18s, guys, on the, let's go into the 1 hour chart. You can see that 7720 spot 5 was our highs. And on the continuous contract, it's much lower than that. It's on the continuous contract, the highs are that same day were a couple Tuesdays ago, guys. Highs were that 97s. So we did see spike above that on the continuous contract. That I don't think that I think it came pretty stinking close to that 20s. And we did see some failure up there, testing the upper extreme. We did not see initiative in the overnight session, but I think we will. So we're trading the 7700s last, guys. 7700s last, and I do think that we do see some initiative out of balance to the upside, guys. If we do see initiative above, guys, above that 1719.75, guys, I would be hesitant to be shorting that in the shortest time frame. I would want to see it invalidate on the 5 minute time frame before I would take anything to the short side. All right, guys, so at 30 minute time frame, like we talked about, clearly we saw it tested. And we do have that long lean bias into 75.70, guys, into that 75.70. Yeah, that clearly saw overlapping price activity in that 30 minute time frame, right? We saw the middle test at 76.28. We saw that middle test, but we have not seen anything lower. I believe I misspoke when I said we saw that 75.70 test. No, we only saw a trade back to the middle of that previous area balance, guys, and we saw a bid come in off of it. So that is a key area for us. I think on the 30 minute time frame, at this point, as we are seeing initiative out of balance to the upside on the 30 minute, I think we can bring that up to 75.79, guys. We see 75.79. I don't think we want it anymore, as we've seen initiative out of balance and trade all the way back down to the lower extreme. So let's go ahead and modify that up. I'll make that 75.79. So we're able to take 9 more points of risk off the table on the long lean on the 30 minute time frame. And that bias, right, that long lean bias on the 5 minute, guys, key area is price pattern into 76.79 quarter. We did see that trade. We did see it trade the 74s, 73.75s, guys. But we're currently trading the 0175, 77, 0175s, guys. We're 46.5 points on the day. So definitely saw some support come in at the lower extreme. If we trade back sustained below that 97 quarter, guys, yeah, I'm out of the way. I'm gonna jump ship quick, because I'm not gonna get caught short after I have a long lean bias on the 5 minute time frame that has worked out for me. So I will jump ship. but I will be looking lower to add back, right? All right, so that is sustained trade below, guys. I do believe that sustained trade below that 76.97 quarter does invalidate, and I think we'd have to see back below the 74, to be honest with you, would invalidate. We are seeing that crude come off, guys. Crude is off now, 11 cents on the day. All right, so it was up 30 cents on the day at one point. Now we're down 12 cents. So definitely keep an eye on the crude. All right, guys, and next but not last, and definitely not least, we're gonna take a look at the YM. Guys, you see this line here at the 26,684, this bright orange line that goes across my charts. You know what that is? That's the previous all-time high, guys. It's our all-time high from January. So yeah, that's a key area. We came up into it. We tested above it 1, 2, 3 different times, maybe perhaps 4 times in the overnight session. We've come off since. So that's definitely a key area for us, my friends. And I do think that I do think that is going to be a little bit tougher area for us to get through. YM is really going to need some love to the upside in order to get through that. I do think that we can say that we were fat craning this larger area, though, accepting value up here on these highs. And I do think that we can say all the way from the 631s up into the 690s, yeah, are a big fat cran area at this point. And we can definitely say on the 5-minute time frame that that overnight session is showing us something, right? It's showing us something in the way of continuation acceptance of value up on these highs. Now, guys, like I said, I am long from the 39s and trade back below those 29s. Yeah, I start to get out of the way and I start looking again at the 01s, right? At the 26,601s is where I start looking. So I'll definitely be keeping an eye on this to see what it does throughout the day. But we're seeing that crude come off, trading the 72.99s last, guys. RBOB is rolling as well. Dollar is getting a bid. So yeah, definitely something to keep an eye on. Definitely something to look at in this crude, guys. We're up and through. We're working our way down. 72.9 is the bottom of that first and is the upper extreme of that spike, right? The spike that we saw, in the midday, early morning trade on Friday. So I think through there, I think it's going to be a good reason to be seeing some continuation, hopefully seeing some continuation back to the upside. Alright, guys, so that's the YM. Obviously on the YM, guys, as we talked about, right, the YM clearly below. We haven't seen anything lower in quite some time, but we are looking at price pattern into 25,983 and anywhere above. Alright, trade is starting to pick up. It's sounding more voluminous over in the euro dollar. It's starting to get a little raucous over there, right? They're starting to pick on some of the guys who are trading, guys and gals who are trading over there. So we are seeing the long lean bias, guys, in the 30-minute time frame. We're looking at 26,454 on the 30-minute, guys. 26,454. Let's talk about that 30-minute very quickly, if you will join me, guys, on the 30-minute time frame. Yeah, that's right, guys. So we did have, you can clearly see it, overlapping price activity. We have first area balance from the 820s, the all-time highs, down into the 710s. Another one the next day, we're talking about Sunday overnight into Monday morning of last week, guys. We have from 739s all the way down into 646s. Then from this 688s down into that 578s. You can clearly see we're seeing lower highs and lower lows, guys. Additionally, next starting Tuesday during the regular trading hour session into Wednesday full day, right, we are seeing here, guys, from these 635s highs all the way down into that 497s. And then we have a larger fat area balance, guys. We did get short some on Thursday at that 570 level, which is the upper extreme, all the way down into, and traded twice all the way down into that 350 area. But clearly, guys, you can see we made it back up through the middle, made it back up through the upper after trying initiative out of balance to the downside, albeit small initiative out of balance. And on Friday, and then in tonight's overnight session, we did see some continuation to the upside through that upper extreme. Guys, that invalidates that 30-minute short lean that we had established, guys, that we had that basis that we were working off. It invalidates it, guys. Do we have to get back above this 684? Oh yes, we do. We have to see sustained trade back above that 684. There's no doubt about it. And that 700 is a kind of a big area, guys, in order for us to target that at 820 again. But I think we've said it. I think we've shown it. I think that we have. I think that's what we have seen, and that's what we are likely to continue to see here, is that continued bid here in that YM. I think we're at the point where we're starting to fat cran this whole thing as well on the 4-hour time frame. I think that we have to get back above that previous all-time high, the 84, see sustained trade above that, and then boom, I think we can fat cran this whole thing into a larger 4-hour area balance instead of 30-minute time frames. Alright, guys, and then finally, last but not least, we do have that Russell, guys. Let's look at that Russell on the 4-hour time frame. Guys, clearly on the 4-hour time frame, that 1679, 1680 area is a big area for us, guys. But so that's where our long lean is on the 4-hour time frame, no doubt about it. But guys, let's take a look at a 1-hour 20-day chart. Guys, what have we seen? We saw that 46.3s as the highs. I do think it's the 50 evens on the Z contract. Oh man, all right, give me 1 second. Russell, yeah, it was the 50 evens on the Russell Z contract, but that's close enough for government work. So we are seeing one area balance, right? Second area balance, third area balance, fourth area balance, overlapping continuation, guys. So 5 areas of balance lower on the 30-minute time frame or the 1-hour time frame, guys. Clearly seeing lower. Oh wait, until Friday. Until Friday, we did get all the way down to the 86.9s, not into those 80s that we were really looking for to participate in the 4-hour time frame. But guys, we shot up. We traded above the 1703s, which were in validation, guys, on the on Friday. We came back down into the 1698s and then continued higher in the overnight session, guys. So we have clearly, with initiative out of balance below on the Russell and trade back up through the upper extreme, continuation higher, new balances, areas of balance higher on the 30-minute. Yeah, we have no bias currently on the Russell, right? We've lost our bias to the downside on the Russell. We're looking for that 1720.8, which is the previous all-time highs before we saw that spike up into new all-time highs recently. That at the 20.8 is where we're looking. We're going to see what the heck happens when we get up there, if and when we do. And guys, I think on the 5-minute time frame, we're into our second area balance higher on the Russell. It makes it a little hard to believe it yet. One more area balance higher, especially up into that 20.8, and I really start to believe that we're going to see those. See that 50 to 1746 and that spot 3, and the 50 again in the Z contract. But guys, we clearly, no doubt about it, have a 5-minute long lean off those lows. You can definitely see overlapping price activity. You can see the area balance at 7. 7's acted as nice support this morning. I think that we're likely, well, we are coming up testing right now. We're testing at the 9.6. We're testing the middle of that area balance. Trading 9.3 right now, and I think we're likely to see the 12s again, the 11.8s before not too long. And then from there, I will be looking to lighten and then hopefully ride that thing longer. But yeah, we are seeing that. So we did find some support, guys, in the CLX 18, the CLX. We did find some support at that 73. We're trading 73.42s last. We're back up 17 cents on the day. Not even into our overnight highs. Still well off, you guys. Still 24 cents off our overnight highs in the CLX. So guys, the ES is trading the 4 evens at 4 quarters right now. Alright, my friends, that does conclude chart talk for the day. We are our long lean bias, guys, on the 5-minute time frame. I'd be willing to buy some more of it, to be honest with you. I'd be willing to buy some more of it all the way down into 1702.6. I'll lighten below the 1707s, and I'll look to buy one more at 1702.6 if we roll over on the Russell. Alright guys, so that does conclude chart talk for today. I hope it has been beneficial to you. I hope you have learned something. You've at least seen what I think about the market. Now it's up to you to go out and make your own decisions. AMT, Auction Market Theory, is a great tool to do that. So I would highly recommend it. And anyone who has any questions about it, yeah, more than happy to respond. Send me an email. Reach out on our chat on our website, and do let me know what you think. Those of you guys who are watching, all my subscribers, you know that I love and respect each and every one of you guys, and you guys are the ones who fuel the fire. So guys, that's right, that is what we're seeing this morning, and I do hope, wow, everyone's here this morning. You guys are fueling my fire. So that's what I think is likely to happen, guys. I do think we are looking for all-time highs during the day today in the NASDAQ. ES likely today or tomorrow, and that YM, I don't know if we're going to get it, but that Russell is quite the stick in the mud, right? We've been talking about that Russell being a stick in the mud for a while, guys. It's 8:23:02. That does conclude chart talk for the day. I am Eric V. I'm Hoi Soy. I'm the voice and the moderator of the FutureSquawk chat room and the broadcast. And that's right, guys, FutureSquawk is a Lost Child production. This Lost Child production is dedicated to my amazing, wonderful, dedicated, and, well, that's me more than him. I guess I'm more dedicated than he is, but yeah, that's right, to my wonderful son. My son, baby, I love you. I am thinking about you every single day, and man, oh man, sometimes it gets tough without you, but I love you, and hopefully I'll get to see you again before too soon. I am thinking about you every day, and this is for you, bro. Alright, excellent. So guys, that does conclude this chart talk, and I do appreciate each and every one of you guys being here. We are gonna, in just 6 minutes, we will kick off the live trade for those of you guys who do want to subscribe. You guys can head over to FutureSquawk.com, and you can go ahead and click on the subscribe subscribe button, guys. It's a minimal fee for some good price activity brought to you live throughout the trading day. So definitely do reach out to me, and we will see that bid come in hopefully today, guys. Appreciate you. Trade well.